Hello and welcome. We're at the track covering the Sport of Kings. Coming up, classic trials in Trinidad and Tobago and Jamaica serve up some big winners. The Jamaican trainer Anthony Nunes straddles both jurisdictions and wins two of those races at Caymanas Park and at Santa Rosa Park. And we look ahead to the rich Sandy Lane Barbados Gold Cup coming up this weekend. Let's head first to Trinidad and Tobago. The US $23,000 Infallibility Stakes, a major prep for the three-year-old classic season, was a headline event Saturday at Santa Rosa Park. In the one box, the hot 1-5 favourite, the Gatsby, champion jockey Pravin Badri aboard, unbeaten in 3 lifetime starts this colt for trainer Anthony Nunes and owner Merlin Samlal Singh. The other main contenders, number 2 Magical Victory at 10-1, 3 New Thing in Thong, a winner last time out at 21-1, and number 7, the Gatsby stablemate Wall Street, coming off a mid-February victory, a 3-2 bet here under Emil Ramsamy. Eddie Arnaud saw them from the combo.
Ready for the Infallibility Stakes, and straight away they're off. And the favourite got a nice start on the inside, as well as the New Thing in Thong, as they come to the 1200 metre marker, and the Gatsby leads narrowly from Magical Victory, also racing prominently on the far side is New Thing in Thong. They are being followed by With Anticipation. Furthest out is the Wall Street horse. Then the last one, as they pass the 1000 metre marker, is Peace and Glory. So that's the feel in the Infallibility Stakes, and the Gatsby enjoying himself out in the front. He leads by 2 lengths. With Anticipation second. Back in third is Magical Victory is the 1 second. With Anticipation and Wall Street, they are starting to find their best strides as they go to the far turn, and the Gatsby leads by 2. Here comes Wall Street on the outer into second spot, just ahead of Magical Victory. Back and forth is With Anticipation. That one couldn't keep up as they come to the 400 metre marker, and the Gatsby is doing this very, very nicely indeed in the hands of the champion jockey Pravin Badri. He turns into the home stretch and has opened up suddenly by 8 lengths. Wall Street had absolutely no answer as the Gatsby comes right inside the final 200 metres and has quickened right away from Wall Street. The Gatsby, another applaud moment here as he takes the Infallibility Stakes to stay unbeaten in 4 starts.
Absolutely no question now about who's favourite for the Easter Guinness on March 28th. The Gatsby on a canter as a 1-5 favourite obliterates the small field. Second race day in a row, Nunes and owner Samlal Singh copping the feature after Academy Award had landed the first sprint the previous week. The Gatsby tunes up majestically for the first leg of the TNT Triple Crown in just over 3 weeks. His stablemate Wall Street, almost out of sight, would have been a dot in jockey Pravin Badri's rear view mirror. 12 lengths the victory margin. The winning time for Samlal Singh's imposing racer, 1 minute 19.63 seconds, only a second and a half outside big man in town's track record for 6 3/4 furlongs in a race he was projected to win. But even his trainer Nunes wasn't looking for such an awesome run.
No, I didn't expect him to run 1:19 for 6 3/4, and I certainly didn't expect him to beat Wall Street by 12. So especially coming off such a layoff, I know he trained well, but we couldn't expect such a performance.
It looks awesome heading for the Guinness.
Yeah, I mean, the way he trained, he looks like he actually won't have a problem getting the 9 furlong test. And he has so much class, so once he stays healthy and sound, he should be okay.
Does he race again before the Guinness?
No, he's going to go straight because Guinness is on Easter Monday.
You weren't in Jamaica to see Orpheus winning, but
no.
A very uncomplicated win by Orpheus. Looked very solid in the Sir Howard Stakes.
Right. I think he matched up well against none of 2 horses.
So what a weekend it was then for the Jamaican trainer Nunes, who was there in Trinidad and Tobago watching the Gatsby's fabulous victory live, while over 1,000 miles away north in Jamaica, his colt Orpheus was posting that smooth win in the Guinness Prep Sir Howard Stakes.
As Eddie, the 3/8 pole Vision of Gold is also shaken up. They're arriving at the 5/16th marker, and it's Dr. Banner who holds on to the advantage as they come thundering into the lane. Orpheus challenging strongly. Little Bighorn just in behind them in the slipstream. Over against the rail, that's Nolan Hill. Chase the Great racing out wide. My Companion has more running to do at this stage. It's Dr. Banner in the center. Orpheus over on the far side, and now Orpheus accelerates and looks to now snatch the lead over Dr. Banner. Little Bighorn and Nolan Hill are on the rail. Chase the Great on the outside. But it's Orpheus and Shane Ellis. They power home to win the Sir Howard Stakes by 5 lengths.
Brands, Buddy Rickman on commentary. Champion jockey Shane Ellis pushing the colt to a fine victory, pulling clear in deep stretch for Nunes and Barbadian Ilas Halut, who bred and owns Orpheus. A winner as a 9-5 favourite, topping Chase the Great with reigning Assiniboia Downs champion jockey Chavian Chow aboard. 3.5 lengths the victory margin. The time 1:13.60, going 6 furlongs for very satisfied trainer Nunes.
What my worry was is would he get up in time going 6 furlongs, because he's shown me that he wants to go longer. So I was quite surprised from the half-mile pole. He was right in the thick of things, and so you know it's good to see that he's improving at the right time as well.
Also at Caymanas Park Saturday, the Hotline Stakes for fillies preparing for their guineas. A winning inside run here for the 7-to-1 shot Fedora under ex-champion jockey Dane Nelson, getting past the front-running Simply the Best at the 8th ball and galloping away from rivals for the win by 2.5 lengths, chased by Girly Links. Simply the Best fading into third, the Ham Stables bred Fedora stopping the clock at 1:14.40 for trainer Richard Azan, who part owns the Chestnut filly with Millie Azan, Wilbert Bagwandine and Dr. Graham Brown. Now to Barbados, where Sandilands Gold Cup fever has gripped racing fans there. 10 runners preparing to face the starter in one of the English-speaking Caribbean's richest events. Among them, the defending champion, trying to become only the 3rd horse in the race's history to score a repeat win. A massive US $112,000 purse on offer and a quality field for this 9th furlong run at the Garza Savannah Turf. Significant interest in the 10-horse Mike Maker's Sailors Creek, the 2015 champion, returning from the USA for another crack at this big prize for famous American owners Ken and Sarah Ramsey after his length and a quarter win last year. Only Sanford Prince and Blast of Storm have ever posted repeat wins in the Gold Cup. And local trainer Jonathan Simpson, who is preparing the gelding on his Barbados trip, said on CBC TV this week he's in great shape to win again.
In comparison to last year, he looks 100% better. Last year he was a bit dehydrated when he travelled. He didn't travel as well. This year he looks like a monster. Given the fact he hasn't run for the year, he had a bit of an injury when he went back up and he was laid off. But they've told me he's been working fantastically on the training centres, and I mean he's a picture this year. So all in all, I think he has a very good chance of defending his crown.
Number 1 in the field is Dorset, fresh from Gulfstream in Florida, with top young rider Jalon Samuel, who captured the 2012 edition aboard Dancing David. Number 2, the US entry Sailors Creek stablemate, Watch Your Own Bobber, the choice ride of the country's most celebrated jockey Patrick Husbands. Number 3, Liz Dean's Daunting David, who was runner-up last year, only 5th in the prep event, the Coolmore, in January. But jockey Antonio Whitehall expects a good run from David Seal's 5-year-old.
They're pretty excited. I think I have a very wonderful chance. He's a nice horse. I mean, the race is a bit competitive, but I mean, like, you gotta give it my all, try my best, and hope it all goes well.
Continuing with the field, number 4, another US entry, the Wesley Ward-trained War Envoy, to be ridden by US-based Mario Pino, who has over 6,000 career wins. The talented War Envoy raced in the 2015 Breeders' Cup Mile last October. 5 is Marcus Antonius, the experienced multiple local champion jockey Anderson Trotman rides. 7 is Derby Kitten with Chris Husbands aboard. 7 champion trainer Victor Cheeseman's Just a Passion, the Coolmore winner. 8 Indiana Jones, English jockey Philip Macon has a ride, and Kyle Carter will mount the number 9 Dashing David, who was 3rd in the 2014 Gold Cup. The 2016 Sandilands Gold Cup post is 4:55 p.m. Barbados time. We've been at the track covering top stories in the sport of kings. Check us out again next week.